We did not announce this. We just sat down to record and thought it had been a little while and we would jump on for just a little bit. It will not be long. Hopefully our internet will hold out long enough for us to do it. Yeah. So today, well, let's back up. What's it been? Maybe 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks since we did the first parade, which was in a local town. We had a really good turnout. We had a ton of hats were given out and some loveys. And it was a short parade, but a whole lot of fun and a really good response from the people, and just makes you feel good. So then today is the second parade. So the second parade will be at night. The first one was daytime. And it will be the final act for Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach for 2023. We'll come back next year and start all over again. But it's the final act for 2023. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. We had such a good time at the last one. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, honey? We had such a good time at the first one that we did this year. It was the first time we had been to that parade in any capacity as I don't have my glasses on. Who done it? Hey, Brett Michelle, how are you? It was the first time we'd been to that parade in any capacity. We'd never been in it. We'd never attended it that I can remember.
I don't think we have.
It's not a town that we go to events like that to. It's a town I work in. So, but we're good. Thank you. How are you guys? What are you working on? This is just a real quick update to let everybody know where we're at. I know we've kind of been doing the Christmas stitch marker thing and not very many other videos. We had filmed a few things that we had made. We've just been busy. It's that time of year. And to be honest, this is a difficult time. I know a lot of people say that. I'm not saying that for anybody to, oh, I'm sorry. No. Today is the anniversary of my father's passing, which was 8 years ago. And we lost a dear friend last night from the fire department. A pastor, and so we love him very much and miss him. So it's just been, December's rough for most people, right? I mean, even if you love Christmas, everybody has an issue with December: weather, health, financing, Christmas rush, stress, whatever. And so I've been trying to not get stressed about things and just kind of lay back a little bit. So hopefully, and to be honest, just been a little I don't know, a little upset with the whole kind of algorithm stuff that's going on right now. Crocheting a baby Afghan and an Afghan for my oldest grandson. Cool. What pattern or stitch? Knitting socks for nieces and nephew, but just waking up. I wish I could knit. I do. And socks would be the only reason why I'd really want to knit. I like knit hats too, but I would really love to be able to knit socks. Little tiny spaces with big fat fingers that cramp, right? But anyway, our YouTube thing, I figured out that once you cross that year mark, you start to lose time on your hourly thing. Like if you created a video, let's say the first day and had that you started YouTube and you had 100 watch hours, then when you get to 366, those 100 watch hours drop off, right? So that's a little disheartening when you work that hard to try and get things going and you kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels, but it doesn't matter. You guys are here and that's all that matters, and that's all we care about. So thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. He was a very dear friend, and but I know where he's at, and I'm going to, and it's okay. Just kind of a not completely sudden, but just wasn't really expected, kind of thing. So it's you're never ready, right? You're never ready to lose somebody you care about, but it's okay. It's just that time of year, and winter seems to always start that kind of thing. And this is a difficult day for us anyway. And so anyway, we're not going to be that. I'm going in a different direction. Parades. So today we get to see all the little kitties and all the people who come out to the parade. We can't wait to see. And I'm hoping that I will be able to get some footage. I did not get any footage of the one we were in before, but I did have photos that were taken. I thought they were taking video, but I had photos, and I shared those on the Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach page one of the local news outlets kind of caught the fact that we were in it. We were in a town one county over, and so several from our county went over that we weren't aware were going, and so they posted something about that and actually put us in there. Half double, combination double, and single. Awesome. So we struggled for a while to figure out what to do, and I'll ask you guys if you think we did okay with what we did. I don't have it with me, the thing, but it's on our community page. Or no, it's in a short, what we put inside the bag. So I struggled for the longest time. There's a Bible verse that talks about doing your good deeds in secret so that others don't know. And so I struggled with not wanting to have recognition, but wanting to have the platform out there. Does that make sense? Like, we don't want recognition for what is done, but we want the name to get out there and the platform. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Like, we want people to know what we do and know why we do what we do so that we can reach people, right? So that we can reach those who are hurting, so we can reach those who are stressed and mentally exhausted. And stop that.
I'm trying to get the picture. Hold on.
You're going to get us in trouble.
Sorry.
But I struggled with that. So we at first were going to put a sign on the door of the car that said, Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach, so they could get the name to look on Facebook and figure out what we were doing. And then I kind of felt that was kind of promoting the wrong thing, promoting the name instead of promoting the outreach. So what we did is we took the pieces of paper and I used my printer, and I'll let Kristen read what it says.
Mary, I lost it. Oh, of course. Where'd it go?
It's under our shorts thing.
There we go.
Okay.
Merry Christmas from Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach and our helpers. It cut off. If you can't use this, please spread kindness and give it to someone who can. Feel free to take a picture wearing your item and tag us on Facebook.
Right. And so each of those tags went down and they had this little picture.
Oh, it kept going.
Oh, booey. Anyway, it's okay. It's on the short. And it talks about how everything was made with love, and it encourages them to go on the Facebook page. And hold on one second. It talks about how they can go and see where their hat's from. Well, talks about how they can go and take a picture and post it. And then when we went this time, we encouraged them to go back and look and find where their hat was from. And a few did. I had a couple that did that. Not as many as I had hoped would do it. But, they've never done it before. We've never done this before. So what I wanted to do was print a QR code where they could go straight to the Facebook group. But again, that's a lot of work and a lot of bigger font and things like that, and trying to put that stuff together. So we decided this year, after we did all this, that we would make it so that things were easier, that next year things would be easier, because we are really bad, aren't we, to think of things to do at the last minute that cause us stress. And
that was a last minute thing.
Yeah, that was a last minute thing. And Kristen had decided I had some stamps that were given to us by Susan Lawless that had the bees on it, and it had the Made with Love stamp. And she said, "Oh, we're gonna stamp them." And so we printed and cut and stamped and folded and shoved all those in bags. In past years, we handed out hats without anybody knowing where they were from. So if you were on the street, you got a hat, and you had no idea, unless you knew me personally or was somebody local who knew what was going on, you had no idea where it came from or why, which is a good thing too, I think. But we also want people to be able to find the resources that we share, and to be able to hear the story and to know the reason behind it, so that they might find hope, right? So, and I can't do that in a parade where you have all these people and you can't hand out the story, because that's way too much. And some people don't some people don't want to hear it, right? And to me, that would be very hard for me to hand it out and maybe find it somewhere later that they've thrown it down or something. So anyway, that's what we decided to do. There are no banners. There's nothing saying who we are. There's nothing, we there will be Christmas lights, but
Yeah.
but hopefully if we can get it together. But there's nothing else on there to say who we are. It's just inside the bag with the hat, and some of them won't even see that, and that's fine too. But hopefully God will make sure those who need to see it will see it. So that's what we're doing today. The youngest has archery this morning, so that's where they're at, and we are preparing. We went through last night and checked all the hats and the loveys, made sure everything was still in the bags like they needed to be, separated and counted. It should be interesting. There will definitely be some changes made this coming year. Now, what those changes are going to be, for the most part, won't affect you all at all. The date will probably change. The date has always been my brother's birthday, which is November 24th. And it just seemed like this year everything was stacked together. The date, I don't know if it'll be the date for the hats will change or the date for our nursing home project will change because they end at basically the same time.
They did, like, right on top of each other.
Yeah, we back to back weeks, and it was difficult. And we even had late submissions for both, and that's fine. I don't care. But the late submissions were actually easier because I'd already done everything else, right? Yes, Stephanie, thank you. Please hit the thumbs up. We appreciate that. Please run those playlists and everything. We appreciate it. It helps us. I'll tell you one thing that gives me such a boost. When you guys go in and comment, I get such a boost out of that, and I'm behind on commenting, and I apologize. Yeah.
I need to start.
This has been a week for me to do for me. I took the week to rest, and I hardly ever do that. It's very rare. Very rare. I mean, obviously I have, issues where I have to rest, but for me to just take a week and just be like, nope, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing that. So that's what it's been. I have been working on a couple of things. I'm working on, I'll tell you this real quick and then we'll get back to it if I can do it without tearing it apart. That's my puppy down here trying to be the attention queen because he's good at it. Okay, so I'm working on this. And it's actually a Christmas present. Yeah, I know I was supposed to finish the Christmas presents, blah, 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 by November. It didn't happen. I did. Here's the thing with that. I finished all the Christmas presents by November for the most part that I said I was going to. But then I went, oh, I need to do for 777. So that is actually a pattern by Bag of Day. And it is a bandana cowl. But instead of making a cowl, I decided to make a shawl using that pattern. So that's what that's for. But so next year, squirrel, at some point in time, things will change. I think it's going to be that I will change the date for the Christmas presents to the nursing home. And it may be that it's a little later and that hats are just a smidge, like a week or so earlier. And maybe that will give me like a 3-week buffer between them. I don't know. I'm also going to be changing the things that we donate to the nursing home because blankets are not going to be it for this coming year. They had asked that we not do that in one of the nursing homes again this year. So we did shawls and lapgans instead. But we had a lot of stuff. So we're going to do something different. So we go to the parade this evening. It starts at 6 o'clock and lineup is at like 5. The parade is 2 to 3 hours. We most likely, and then there's a thing afterwards. We will not be doing the after party part. Which is like hot cocoa and cookies and stuff with kids. We will not be doing that. We will go through the parade until we run out. Last year, we did not run out. We ended up having to go to town and hand out hats, and then I handed out some hats to schools. So here's what will happen if we have more hats than we need, which I think I counted there was still over 200 left to give out. This year, I've already spoken to one of the schools. We've given hats already to one of the schools, and I've spoken to another school. And if I have extra, they have the middle and high school kids, then they will go to them for the Community in Schools program, which is a program. I don't know if you all have that, but Kristen's middle and high school, right? All the schools I think here have it.
I think all schools here have it, yeah.
And it's for children who are in need. They don't ever have to feel ashamed or embarrassed. They have a go-to person, one person per grade level, one for middle school, one for high school. There's one for elementary at each school that they can go to anytime they need anything. So if they are a female and they need certain things that they can't get at home, they can go to this person and get those items at school, or if they're there and they don't have anything, or if they need a hat, or if they need a coat, or if they need shoes. And oftentimes it's not even that they go to the person, like the community and schools leader. I have seen them in action where they will see that there's a need, or someone will tell them there's a need and they will take care of it ahead of time. So it's not even like the kid has to ask. If they know there's a need, they provide for them. And their job is to look for those things, to look for a way to bless those people who need it. So it's really exciting to see some of the things that they do for children. So if they're extra, that's where those will go. Um, we will start all over again after the new year, collecting for the next year. And we're super excited about it. I am overwhelmed by what's happened and just super thankful. You guys, I can't begin to explain what it means to me, and I'm sure to Kristen too, the things that you have done for us, the things that you've done for this program. It's just amazing. It's amazing to me the number of people that we were able to reach. Now, the few that did come back from the last parade and comment, either I helped them or they figured it out themselves, how to go back through and find the picture of their item and where it came from. So the one thing, hey Susan, how are you, honey? Good to see you. The one thing that I do want to change next year is I want to take better pictures. And I haven't even talked to Kristen about this, but I want to take better pictures so that a lot of times if we got 50 hats, we lined them up on top of each other and stacked and took pictures. And sometimes it's hard to see detail. It's also hard to spread out 50 hats and take good pictures. But I want to find a way to do that. I don't want to take individual pictures next year because 1,100 hats, that's a lot of pictures to take. But I would like to take pictures so you can see the hats better. Maybe not laying them on top of each other so much, even if we have to post multiple pics, so that people can go back and figure out what state they came from.
Yeah.
Either that, or with each hat, maybe I can some way figure out how to attach something that says what state it came from.
Good idea.
Yeah, because I would like for them to be able to know, and for you all to be able to go back and see who has your hat if they feel like posting a picture. I hadn't even hardly finished the parade until one girl that I'm friends with, she was walking in the parade, and I gave her a hat and I said, here, you or one of your babies can wear this. And so she came back and she had hers on, but then another person sent me a message with a pic without me really even asking. I guess maybe she read the tag and she sent it to me instead. And it happened to be one of my kids. What I call my kids are all the kids I've taught throughout all the years. And it was such a cute picture. And so it got posted on the Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach page with her permission. And so I have to be careful. You can't just post people's pictures without asking. That's one of the reasons I have trouble posting things about parades, because all these people are in there that know us, and then you're posting and they don't know that we have a YouTube, and then all of a sudden their pictures out there. But I see other people post them all the time. So what do you all think about general videos of parades that get posted on YouTube? I mean, I've seen pictures on YouTube that I don't even know what it was supposed to be about. I think it was a fire call, and my husband's truck drives through with the lights flashing. And I randomly found it one day, and I thought it was pretty cool.
And it was from years ago, and she just found it.
Yeah, and I thought it was cool. But I don't know what other people would think. I mean, it's not like you're divulging personal information, but you just never know what people would think. And I don't think YouTube's ever had any stipulations about that when it comes to videoing public events and putting them out there. But so what do you all think about that? Y'all need to chat me up. Let me know. Hopefully you've been watching as we've been doing our stitch markers. Well, there are stitch markers, but they're made by Cindy of Life and Yarn Tangled. And I just have to find this one to show you. Hot Rod, stop. Stop.
He is not behaving.
No, he's not behaving. He's a hot mess express.
Hence the name Hot Rod.
Yep. So here is, I think this was yesterday's. So here we go. Let's see if you can see that. It is a swan. I never noticed the detail in the eye. I just love that. I think that's so elegant. It's so beautiful. And so each day during the month of December, for the 25 days, we have at least one stitch marker and a present to unwrap. And this is from a giveaway that she did that I won. So I have been opening those up, and it's been a lot of fun. And I've been showing you each day what's going on. And hold on a second. I've been showing you each day what stitch marker she sent, and usually there's always a present with it of some sort. And so I've gotten all kinds of stitch markers and a whole bunch of Christmas ones, which make me super happy. I was trying to think, look and see if I could find one that I could show you that was from before. This one makes me happy because Silver Bells is my favorite song. Well, the first Noel too, but I love Silver Bells. And these remind me of when I was little. And look down inside there. Got the little jingle bells. Shake it right here. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's jingle bells. Anyway, are we? Yeah, we're still going. Yes, Susan, it has been so much fun. We've enjoyed it. I entered not really thinking I would win, and then when I did, I was so excited. And so it's been a lot of fun doing that. I know there hasn't been a whole lot of other content. We did show some things that we had made in general. I need to find the pattern to share with you all. But this is a crocheted frisbee. I love how it turned out. And here's another one. I did one in yellow. I can't remember if I shared them, so I'm sharing them now. This is red heart stripes, bright stripes maybe. It has the yellow and the pink and the purple and the orange. It's just, yeah, I see the back side of this one has like some of the yellow. I have one that's just this yellow, but it's held together with black. These are so stinking easy, and they really do fly. I thought there's no way a frisbee is going to fly, but this is double stranded together, and they really do fly. And if you did 3, goodness gracious, they would really fly, I'm sure. But these are super cute, and they're just, kind of like a 45, if you're old enough to remember what a 45 is. They're about the size of a 45 record. Just so cute. I love them. They would make great stocking stuffers, so I enjoyed doing those. But yeah, that's where we are. What are you guys doing? What are you up to if you haven't told us? And we hardly ever do this, but I'm going to do this now and say, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about what's going on? What do you want to see as we finish up and start the new year? Is it Marlena? Very pretty name. You know what? I kind of agree with you. I never thought of it that way. I really had never thought of it that way. That's a good point. If you go out to a public event, there are newscasters and everything else.
And we went to ones where they have drones flying over.
Oh, yeah.
Recording.
And that's what happened to us at this last parade. I had asked the coordinator, was she going to video? And she said she could. And I said, well, I just need something for YouTube. She's one of the few ones that does know of my friends that we have YouTube, or for Bumblebee page. And so she took pictures, and then the next thing I know, the local news had pictures, and we were plastered. And how they knew who we were, I don't know. Because again, unless maybe they got a bag. I think I did throw a bag at somebody holding a camera. But we didn't have signs to tell them who we were.
We were just in the car.
There's no sign. It's my personal vehicle. There's no sign or anything, and it's just what it is. So I didn't think about that. You do kind of put yourself out there, when you're at a public event. And I've taken video before. I've just never uploaded it to YouTube. I took video when my son was the big man in the parade before. And so it's kind of hard to take it when you're in the parade. You don't get to see all of the wonderful things that are going on. But maybe I can find somebody who will do that for us tonight. It's kind of hard to see anything at nighttime anyway.
Yeah, but we're gonna try and work out the Christmas lights and put them on the car.
Yeah. But it's kind of hard to see at night anyway for the parade. I mean, if you're there, you can see it, but videos are not that grand because lights, lots of lights, fire trucks. There are lights everywhere. And it's not just fire trucks. They bring ATVs and SUVs or whatever.
People
whatever.
decorate trucks.
Yeah. They can bring anything they want to. It's open to the public to come and ride through, you know. And like I said, it's like 2 hours, but probably we will run out of hats before then. We may not. Um, it's different every year. The first year we had 75 hats and we went through them. We could have given more, right? The next year we had enough hats to do more and we had hats left over because there weren't that many people in certain areas. Now, the first year was during the year of 2020, or was it 2020?
It was.
Or 2021?
It was 2020.
No, this is the third year.
Yeah,
2023.
So, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, whatever. It was, hold on. Sorry, guys.
It must have been 2021 then. They did one in 2020. We did not throw out hats because I dressed up as Cindy Lou Who.
Oh, okay.
I rode in the truck.
So this would be the third year that we've handed out hats. So the first year that we did it, you know, everybody had kind of been locked up for a while. So everybody came out, right? It was something to do. It's one of the reasons why we kept doing it. And so then the second year, we had more hats and we had enough till we could give to other people. And then, so you never know this year what's going to happen. It seemed like last year that there weren't as many people, especially on the backside. We go around through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different communities. Little areas. I wouldn't call them necessarily towns. They're just
different sections, kind of.
Like where we live is unincorporated. So it's just different little areas that we go through. Maybe more than that, maybe 8 or 9. So you go through and sometimes there's a bunch of people in the one area where we live. There's usually a lot and we struggle to try and get everything out. But then on the back roads and stuff, you may get a family here and there. And you also get people, like we literally drive right by their houses and can throw them in their yard because they stand outside in their yard to watch. And I think that's one of the best things about this whole thing is that, you know, they can sit in their yard and do whatever they want to do. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I kind of have lost my Christmas spirit this year, which, you know, that comes and goes. Usually I was like that last year too. And when we did this parade, I came home so excited, so happy. And so I'm looking forward to that again this year. Those faces, those smiling faces, and the kids that get so excited, they make my day and they make me happy. So, yeah, y'all excuse me for just a second. Call and find out, make sure. When we get a phone call from family, you know, you got to make sure it's okay. Turn the sound down there. So I just want to make sure everything's okay because they're not at home and you never know. But we're looking forward to that. I was really excited about the last parade we did. It was a lot of fun. And we came home with that wonderful spirit of feeling and just feeling good about everything that was going on. Kristen had that parade that morning. And then she had some stuff that evening in the town that we are adjacent to that she had to go work at. It was a festival. So she went and did that. So it was a very busy day. And, you know, but anyway, I think we're going to have to go because I just remembered why I'm getting a phone call. But we just wanted to drop in and say, we love you. We hope you're having a great day.
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas. And we will let you know something about the parade when we get done. Hopefully we'll be able to have something to post. And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.